Alright, let's play some Magic. I'm going to start with this deck. I don't think it's very good, but I was having fun with it before the season flipped over. Just a little bit of a different take on the green-black deck. I'm trying to punish the red decks a little bit. Probably just supposed to take the Sheltered by Ghosts. Mockingbird is real annoying. Hey, Trilix, how's it going tonight? This is not the greatest of draws. They can Mockingbird take our other spell too, which kind of sucks. A little rough here. No. Alright, we'll just draw something decent here. Gix Command would be good for next turn, or for 2 turns from now. Ooh, another land, also great. Just what we wanted. That is a Bunnicorn. We are drawing the strong ones here. That is really bad for us. Jake's trying to do that Obliterator fight combo. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone play Obliterator in a long time. I just got real sick of losing to Mono Red, so I'm like, you know what? You know what's really good against Mono Red? Phyrexian Obliterator. Because it makes me feel good when they have no permanents in play. It makes me feel things. Unfortunately, with that Flood Pit's Drowner in their hand, this does actual nothing for us, because either creature they get back doesn't matter. But I suppose we're supposed to get back the Obliterator and play it. We're not playing any fight cards, we're just playing this as, like, a good 4-drop. I think the fight cards are pretty unnecessary. Yeah, exactly. The nice thing about it is it does have trample, so it does swing through a lot of the boards that would have problems with in the past. Can't let them have the Sheltered by Ghosts back either. We're just in such a bad spot. The 4 lands in a row did not help us. I think this matchup is probably okay for us. We just need to draw more spells than 2. Joke's on you, opponent. I got nothing good. Oh, I put another stun counter on our creature? Technically not lethal. Fuck, man. Brutal. Here, cut down's like okay. I know the affliction's better. Gig's command is like pretty good. The Gopher Throats are a little rough. Hey! Thanks for the raid show. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you, thank you. We're trying to not get crushed by some blue-white artifacts over here. Well, the first match did not go so well. I'm supposed to cut like that, I think. Hey, thank you, thank you. We got quite the beard going here, yes. We did shave it all off about 6-7 months ago and grew it back. How's it going today, show? Hopefully your stream went well. I was watching for a while. Yeah, this looks fine. Hopefully we can find our green source here. We do at least get to draw one extra card with our Mosswood Dread Knights. We got a good shot at finding our third land here. I think we're supposed to just Deep Cavern Bat. It stunts our growth on 3, but I think we want to get this down into play anyway. We're just taking the Glyph. Glyph is the scariest thing they can do to us here. The bunny. Just gonna murder this thing now. Don't want to attack because I don't want them to unlock their Glyph for next turn. If we draw an untapped land, we can play Obliterator. Actually, probably don't even want to. Probably just stuck on Glissa here. Warden of the Inner Sky. They get 1 scry, taps them out so we can swing in with a bat if we want to. Could have a Flood Pits Drowner. Gonna get Glissa down. Glissa dodges the Destroy Evil, which is nice. I really like the deck opponent's playing. I think it's really good. It's very interesting. Puts a really good clock on to some good good protection spells. Destroy Evil's in a good spot right now, too. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Don't really want to jam Obliterator into dying to a Destroy Evil, so I suppose we just Deep Cavern Bat and play Mosswood Dread Knight. Seems like the best course of action for us here. I don't think we want to draw a card. I think we'd rather have the 3-2 in play. Well, it was Sheltered by Ghosts. Well, we just take the Sheltered by Ghosts then. We'll just continue to give opponent nothing to do with their Destroy Evil. We start attacking with our Glissa this turn. It's going to be great. Just what we're looking for. Ooh, Steel Seraph. That's a good one. They can bump up their Warden. So let's give Double Strike, right? Flying, Vigilance, or Lifelink. Give it Lifelink. We can rip the counters off it. I'm assuming they'll block with their Spyglass Siren. They're kind of stuck having to chump block every turn, but they have enough stuff to be able to do so. I'm going to sing with Glissa. I'd be shocked if they didn't just throw the Spyglass Siren in front. I think we just have to offer up our Obliterator here. Even if they kill it, we just start... Still just have to attack with the Glissa until we can swing in. Warden getting Vigilance once it hits 3 counters is rough. Need to find a go for the Throw or Note with Affliction off the top. They found a manland of their own. It's interesting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guess that does have vigilance. They can still block. Can't really give them any of these cards as it stands. Well, Vivian was a really good draw. We'll attack with this first, so they will block with their Flood Pits. They didn't block with their Flood Pits Drowner. That's interesting. Well, let's rip the counters off the Warden to put it back on the ground, and then play Vivian and kill the Steel Seraph. Alright, we put ourselves in a good spot. Vanish into Eternity. Not sure which one that one is. Stop my head to look that one up. I think now we have to give them the glyph back. I'm okay with... I want to keep this Vivian alive. I'd really like to get another shot with this one. It does exile target non-land permanent. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. 6 mana is a lot, though, for being able to target a creature. They're going to get to Glyph next turn. Suppose we just see what we get here. Oh, Acklazot's just the easy take here. I guess we could just take the Glyph again, but... Yeah, so once we play Acklazotz, the game should effectively be over. Still think I like where we're at. I don't think we want to be clogged up on a bunch of cut downs. Gatekeeper's pretty bad here. They've got a lot of incidental things that can get down into play. Vivian was fairly good there. Wonder if we want another Vivian. They did bring in a bunch of Destroy Evils, so maybe the Obliterators are pretty bad. Bring in a couple of those, side out these, bring in a Vivian, cut one Gix. I don't want to have too many 5-drops. I think 5 is like the maximum number we can have in our deck. Also don't want to be stuck with a bunch of go for the throats if they do just have like a Glyph beating us down. So I think that's probably about the spread we want. 3 mana being able to remove a Planeswalker is nice. It's like, Get Lost is the best removal spell. It just decides what you want after that is the hard part for white. Well, this hand's pretty good. We have a Bat, Glissa, Preacher. Gix Command kind of cleans up most of the stuff they're doing. Maybe we just want to try to find some more lands here. I also want to make sure that our third land is untapped for Glissa. There's the bunny. It's tough that we can't go or can't cut down that. Oh, they have a really good hand. No blocks. I think we want to attack for 1 here and see what opponent does. If they try to get lost our bat, then we'll just play second bat. I think now we just play second bat regardless. Because playing one of our 3-drops into that Flood Pit Drowner is not worth it. Bat's showing up real big here. Bat's been really good for us these 2 games. That was an interesting target. We'll go ahead and take the time to map token here. We don't want this right now. We just want to make sure we hit our land drops. We already have a 5 that we want to hit into. Tempting card. And copy the bat, which is fine. Our hand's pretty good against a bat, actually. We have Glissa, or we have Gix Command and Cut Down to get rid of it. My blocks. What does this thing do? You control 3 or more artifacts, guys. So don't have to worry about that for a while. We'll see if they let us attack. They don't have a creature land. This is a pretty good turn. Just get Glissa down. Then we can cut down their bat. I do think we just cut it down now so they don't... Because it doesn't really matter if they draw a counterspell. It's still probably better to do it now. Yep, take 6. Main phase second clue token's good for us. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're enjoying the stream. That's very good for us. Muscle Dread Knight's fine. Well, that went well. We'll play this for a few times until we get a loss, and we'll switch over to like either the domain deck or maybe play some Teamer Otters. Or do our best to make it past Platinum. I'd like to get to at least Diamond today. Send out a 3rd land, it'd be a no-brainer. Or if we were on the draw. I think it's fine. Like, Glissa on the play is so good. Especially with the removal spell. I think we just have to keep this hand. This hand is just really, really good as long as we can find a 3rd land. I think we're just going to get tap land down, too, in case we draw a second tap land. Playing against another green-black. Perfect. Okay, we're going to get Glissa on 3, which is great. Poor Glissa. Always takes it in the shorts. I think this is just a good turn to Gatekeeper, probably. We have double Maelstrom Pulse for any big threats. That is a bat. I have a lot of removal spells and 2 big 4-drops. How do you feel about that, opponent? My Shieldred. I like that one, though. I have second Llanowar Elves. Oh, that's interesting. Attack for 2. Gatekeeper doing work. Snag another creature. I want to give us our Shieldred back. We got to get it back regardless. They're cut down. Oh, they're playing Spinner of Souls. Interesting. This must be the more creature-heavy version of the deck. Was seeing a little bit of play. I think I'm just supposed to get Preacher down here. I don't think I want to waste my turn just killing a Spinner of Souls and attacking for 4. That doesn't quite seem good enough. Really like to be able to kill the Spinner and cut down the bat. Would like be what I'd really like to be able to do in a turn. Or kill Glissa, I suppose. That gives them a creature if we kill the Glissa. I'm supposed to kill this one first. Assume they're going to play like Archfiend of the Dross or something. No blocks. Preacher could start making us 1/1s, which would be nice if they don't have a removal spell for it. There's another Deep Cavern Bat. Kind of have to take our Maelstrom Pulse now. But, I mean, we get it back anyway because we have Cut Down. Oh, we don't because they have triple Deep Cavern Bat. That's pretty good. That is a lot of Deep Cavern Bats. Well, let's get this guy down. Hopefully I don't have to go for the throat. Still gonna block the Glissa. I'm choosing not to attack with the Glissa. Seems interesting to me. We're supposed to wait here. Takes the bat hits. We get to eat the Mosso Dread Knight. I mean, they get a draw card out of it, but we can't let it hit us, so. Archfiend of the Dross. So, we can kill the bat. Maelstrom pulls the Archfiend of the Dross. Could just kill the Archfiend of the Dross, but I think it's probably better to do it this way. Drawing a Gix command would be real nice. It's almost like the same thing. I think we need the land in play. Especially if we do draw a Gix command, it's going to take a lot of our mana, because we're going to be able to kill all of their critters and get some spells back. Probably. We could have killed the one with cut down, and then it would be down one bat. That's probably correct. Originally, my plan was to kill the bats with the Archfiend of the Dross, but... Or not the Archfiend of the Dross, with the Maelstrom Pulse, but yes, that is correct. We should have killed that bat. There is not a whole lot we can do here, unfortunately. We're at the mercy of the top of our deck at this point. We would have had a few more extra turns if we would have done it the other way, though. They have a go for the third hand? Does feel bad. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I think we're supposed to gain the life. That way if we do draw a removal spell, have a little extra life. Costs us a creature for no reason, but kind of no reason. The difference of having a Mosso Dread Knight and not having Mosso Dread Knight in this matchup is huge, also. They get to basically attack with impunity to just continue to draw cards. Yep. That is a demon. Alright, Gix command. That's a cut down. Doesn't do it. Alright, well, we died there. We'd want the Anoints. Aclazotz is pretty decent. Vivians are good. I like that as our 5-drop suite. I like the pulses. Gatekeepers are, like, fine, not great. I think those are the cut. I don't think we want the Duresses. I don't think we want any Terror Sunders. If we do, we want like one. Maybe one Terror Sunder over for Phyrexian Obliterator is probably worth it. This is definitely not the matchup where the Obliterator shines. Granted, if they didn't have to go for a threat, we would have been in a bad spot. That sounds fine. Not bad for the mirror. I'm going to pressure down with some Dread Knight action. Mosswood, Dread Knight. Like to attack for 3. We do want 5th land. Our hand very much wants a 5th land. The Glissa. I think it's just a shield return. Honestly, like, ideally, they'll just play Bat or something this turn. We'll get to kill the Glissa and get to do more. But now I think we're just going to kill the Glissa and pick our Shieldred up. Shieldred. I could like shove 2 counters on this and make them sack their thing. I mean, they're already at 8. We have a Shieldred in hand and Restless Cottages. That's a Glissa. Ooh, they're going to 6. They're super dead. They're actually just dead on their turn if they don't have an instant speed removal spell. Alright, well that worked well. I mean, I'm still pretty happy with where we're at for cards here. This hand is much worse than our last hand. Especially on the draw. I mean, we do, like, check the box of being able to hit our land drops, but I don't think we can keep that. This hand is much better. Like a third land, we'll throw Shieldred back. Always bolt the bird, as they say. Kill that land werewolf, get rid of it. Do not want that. Do not want that anywhere near us. No turn 2 Glissas today, please. I think that we go ahead and just shove a Dread Knight into play here. I think that's worth it. Means we will not be able to play Gliss on turn 3, most likely. But that's alright. They did cast an Annex on 3. Do need to find a 4th land. Be nice. Come on, 4th land. I think we're supposed to take the damage here to see what we draw. Because I think if we don't draw a land, we're supposed to play Glissa and Prey. I don't think we're winning this game. We just go for the throw that Shieldred. We're way too far behind. We need this Glissa to stick. Okay, that's fair. If we'd hit our 4th land, we would have been able to go for the throw at Moss with Dread Knight. The turn would have been okay. Here, unfortunately, I do think we are stuck just go for the throating and hoping we draw lands. Play this Dread Knight. Damn tapped land. Alright, they Ritual Chambered. If we don't kill the demon, we guaranteed are going to 3. As like our options are Gix Command for basically no value. We can Preacher and Mosswood Dreadnought, or we just 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻. Kind of like just 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 and home and praying. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're enjoying the stream. They're just drawing 2 cards a turn, so I don't think we just sit here and keep playing the long game. I think this is what we're supposed to do. There's like no way they don't have a removal spell in hand. Play both those. We go to 3. And fight back with Gix Command. This might be better. I think this might be better because the Gix Command can gain us life. We can force them to sack their demon and then gain some life on the swing back. Ooh, that's not good. Now we're at 1? Oh, and now we're dead. Okay. Well, fair enough. Was not expecting double Unholy Annex in hand. No, I did not have fun. That was brutal. We're going to try out the domain list that was playing the Red Overlord. That recently was doing pretty well in some challenges and things. Yeah, it was a lot of Unholy Annexes. Like almost all of them. A little rough for us. A little rough. Oh, we'll get the daily quest done. Don't worry about that. We're going to be streaming until... I was planning on streaming probably until at least midnight, maybe 1 a.m., so we got a good 5-6 hours left. We have double red. We just want to make sure we have double white. Let's go grab a plains. So I want to be able to cast Day of Judgment if we draw it. They put Soul Partition in the graveyard. So they're on the Helping Hand deck, I would assume. If I was a betting man. The Moment of Truth. Do not put an Oculus in the graveyard, please. Ah, just a land. Jin? Oh, Soul Partition on my Up the Beanstalk. I respect it. I suppose we'll just play another one then. Just Up the Beanstalk into Commercial District. My brain thought it was a Spell Pierce. I know it's not legal, but it still thought it was Spell Pierce. I was about to be upset. More opt. Kind of hoping they just like play third land Jin so we can blast it with our Overlord. I think we're Overlording regardless here. Actually, we'll probably just up the Beanstalk. Our hand is pretty trash. Ooh, the negate, huh? Okay. That's their 6th card? 7th card, so they can hard cast Oculus now. There's the eyeball. I think we're supposed to kill this. We have drawn fairly poorly this game. We have very skillfully drawn a lot of lands. Cura. We'll only find a Day of Judgment. White Overlord would also be really good. We need to get lands in play to be able to cast Zero if we draw it too, so we need to get a Cavern into play this turn, or a blue or black source, depending on what we draw. They're going to either cure it to minimum 6 cards here. Leyline Binding is not the worst draw in the world. Take care of the Oculus. So we do this first. See what we hit. Hit a Herd Migration. That's really good for next turn. Let's take the Oculus. It's still only going to be 3. Which is a little sad. But I mean, this is going to be our best play next turn. So I guess the question is, do we try to find a 4th? I guess if we draw Zur, it's probably better. What is Zur? Zur is a human wizard. This way, if we do draw Zur, we can put Zur down and turn our Overlord into a critter if we want to. If they have any spell they can cast, they can trigger the Cure to make an 8/8. Okay, that makes sense. I'd have been shocked if they didn't have something they could cast. Take it. That's a Jin. That is going to be lethal probably no matter what at this point. I guess the Herd Migration is not going to be good enough. Hardcast this, try to hit another Leyline Binding, I guess. Okay. I mean, that is what we needed. Ah, man. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would have died anyway. We're dead regardless if they just get lost this. Which technically we draw a second Leyline Binding. Alright. One more Leyline Binding off the top, please. Damn. Definitely want to patch pause those vacuums. The 26 lands, I probably could try another Analyze Pollen. Say it's fine. We have an Overlord and up the Beanstalk. This hand's great. Just gotta find a third land. Up the Beanstalk, down. Another land is fine. I don't really care what colors it is. Go ahead and kill the Jin. Allows to Vivian and Leyline Binding next turn if we want to. Blue, black, white, or attack. Yeah, we want that. That also allows us to Zur and attack with Overlord if we want to, and play Leyline Binding. Does it have a helping hand to pick their Jin up? Just a pass, eh? I'd like to cast a Zur. Never get lost. Zur with the Overlords is so sweet. So good. Into the Flood Maw, my thing. That's fine. Should do it again, I suppose. They have an exercise for my Zur. Not yet. They have a recommission to put back up a Oculus, though, if they want to. It's probably better than picking up Jin. There's the Oculus. Go ahead and pump up the jam on our Overlord here. I'm going to take down the Oculus. Swing. We'll just hold up to get lost. We can also, if they try to like blow up our Leyline Binding, we can protect it by turning it into a creature. Very, very difficult for decks to beat this when you get to do this kind of busted draw. Anytime you Overlord into Zur is really tough to beat. And here on end step, we still wouldn't animate this. We'd animate it on our turn because we want to be able to have double animation